I absolutely love reading the comments that I get on my YouTube videos. I swear I've read most likely every single one ever put over the years. Minus the fact that on some occasions I feel like a select niche group of people have maybe pedophilic tendencies, which is not okay, especially if you act upon it. Regardless, there are some pretty unhinged comments out there that are quite fun to read, and it's definitely not all of them. I do ask for the pedophilic stuff to kind of stop because that's kind of like not good in any circumstance. But when it comes to comments that are just weird, or comments that are somewhat making fun of me, or comments that are nice to me, I like all that stuff. I have went through like several of my newest videos that have been kind of released the most recently, and I've taken out some comments that I thought were quite special, and I'm going to be reading them, making this a part 2 of the first part that I made several months ago. Chris Brooks 6697. What do you do when water is spraying everywhere? A. Turn off the water. B. Run around yelling and laughing. I guess it's B. And in the context of this, it absolutely was, in fact, that second option. This was on the video where we all shaved our heads and it was year 3, which a lot of people, this is where the weird comments come from, because I'm pretty sure over some examinations of these comments in these different channels and new subscribers that I've gotten from this particular series, it's a fetish. That was not my intention, but that's aside from the point. So pretty much when we were doing this, Bob Johnson Jr. sat on the sink within the process of filming it, and the sink completely came off, and then water just started spraying everywhere. And the thing is that a lot of people don't understand that I have gotten criticism for is,
why didn't you just turn off the valve and then the water would stop?
we actually did try that. The issue was that the valve actually came all the way off. And I do believe that I have explained this on several different occasions, but some people just don't understand. Although, there is another comment from a more well-known YouTuber that kind of gives kind of a good argument for this, and I'll explain why. So you know the Chocolate Rain song, that song that like went viral like a decade ago that got like 100 million views? Don't ask me how, but like he found that video and like watched it and gave, just threw his 2 cents in. Pretty much everyone is at me for this. You should always know where your main plumbing shutoff valve is. All right, this is a point that I simply cannot argue with because I did not know where the main plumbing shutoff valve was in the house during this time. I learned soon enough. I learned that same day where it was, but yeah, I did not know where it was, and so though I may not have been able to shut off the valve on the sink, he does have a point. He does get me in that regard. I did not know where the house's main plumbing shutoff valve was. So when we come to the people that are just quite obsessed with this channel over the fact that I have just shaved my head multiple times, can't wait till you do a full body wax. And this was commented on a completely unrelated video to that. Don't get this twisted, I am not bothered by that. I'm not bothered by this commenter. He seems like a very good guy, okay? Nothing wrong with specifically liking that content from me. I'm mainly just talking about those other people where their profile pictures is just a bald guy and their name is I Love Hot Bald Men 69. And that's when I kind of think, oh, this is kind of a fetish. And like I also looked it up online if there's like a bald fetish or a shaving head fetish or a shaving fetish or anything along those lines. There is. And I'm sure a lot of people watch those videos for that reason, which, you know, I'm not even necessarily mad by that. I'm just disturbed. This comment is done by a guy that I know personally and that has been on this channel multiple times. Assy, who also happens to have his own channel where he animates and stuff. It's a Lucifer Valentine guy. So to preface this, my most popular video and most popular videos are the videos of me basically torturing myself watching the films by Lucifer Valentine. Pretty much a lot of people know me for that specifically, kind of in that same area as the haircutting videos, which is fine. And we make jokes about that, essentially, where he will call me, even in real life, refer to me as the Lucifer Valentine guy, and I'm like, And the funny thing is that with this comment getting 14 likes, that really shows me there's a handful of people that just know what the fuck he's talking about. This guy says getting good at pool is cooler. So the context of this is me saying that my friends and I have gotten kind of really good at ping pong, but our ping pong table is actually on a pool table. And we don't really use the pool table for pool, we use the pool table for ping pong. And as I said in this one video, me talking about it, that we have gotten really good at ping pong. This guy does not think that's cool at all. This guy does not like the fact that we are amazing at ping pong because he would much rather have us be good at pool because in his words, it is cooler. That guy on the right with the short hair for some reason reminded me of Pennywise. I don't think I need to say this, but like, he was referring to me. I wouldn't put it in here if he wasn't referring to me. I don't see that at all. People on this channel in the comments will say that I look like someone, and sometimes I don't even know who the person is, so I look them up, and I look nothing like the motherfucker. I look nothing like... Someone told me that I look like Buzz from Home Alone. I do not look like... In the other video where I was reading comments, I'm pretty sure someone did say that I look like Buzz from Home Alone, and I think I did put a side-by-side comparison. Don't quote me on it, but I think I did. And I don't look like Buzz from Home Alone. I know people are probably going to see me saying this and just laugh at me saying that because they're like, he looks like Buzz. I just swiped to the next comment, the next screenshot, and I kid you not, it says, left guy looks like the bully kid from Home Alone. This wasn't even planned. She home on my alone until I buzz. You're underrated AF. Thank you. Here we meet once again probably my favorite commenter on this channel in totality. I'm not even kidding you. And I'm talking about the guy who writes full reports, full reviews on my stupid brain cell killing short films. And this was written on Bees, because Bees I do not think had come out by the time I made the first reading comment video. So, and I swear, you better appreciate every word that this man put into this, or woman. I don't know. I think man, but I won't assume. Yet again, we see Boris as a hero. I believe in this short film, we watch a submissive bee struggle with the way the society operates. Conformity being a huge message in the first few stages, we watch in stage 1 as the dominant bee eats from a plate with a fork and a knife to eat honey, something that doesn't even need a knife and a fork. And I feel this really expresses how society does things that aren't necessary to appeal to others. I appreciate that that is what this person took away from that small detail. We just were like, well, we're bees having dinner and the dinner is honey, we're using a fork and a knife, it's funny, whatever. This guy straight up went into it like, this is... And then we watch this dominant bee try to force him subordinate to embrace honey, bathing him in it and even slapping it on his face upon the knowledge he enjoys eating worms instead. That's just such an amazing sentence to read out loud. However, once Boris arrives, he and the other Kleep help broaden the horizons of the more powerful bee by gifting the lesser a single worm on a plate. This beautiful movement captures just how important individuality and uniqueness is. He then follows all that up by, I'm running out of colorful words to use, but this was great. Really got us thinking about society and that we should all be more like the Kleeps and allow others to embrace their truth. Cannot wait for the next and final installment, and that is already out, but it is not the final installment. Even if I am sad to see the series end, this was a magnificent journey. Well, thank you very much, and good news for you, the series is definitely not ending, just the first chronicle of it has ended. The first phase, the first chapter, whatever you want to call it. I'm thinking about calling it a chronicle. It just sounds dumb and funny. But oh my god, once again, I just couldn't leave this out. Couldn't leave it out, had to go in there. Thank you for that. Although I'm still waiting for your review on Boris the Soviet Love Hammer, because that one, I honestly, if you actually do come out with a review for that one, I don't know what you're gonna do, man. I'm gonna be surprised. I might make its own video. I might make, you know what, fuck that. If you're watching this, I might make, if you If you are watching this and you wrote a review in the comments of Boris the Cleep 2, the Soviet Love Hammer, it's getting its own video. It's getting its own video. No pressure, but everyone's waiting. Also, speaking on that B movie, this person said this is better than the B movie. So thank you very much for that as well. I do think that the original B movie is good, but of course B's question mark is easily takes it out of the park. Another comment from another beloved commenter on this channel, somebody that I still have not yet been able to figure out. Haven't been able to figure you out, man. By Derek Aldrich. You are a good person. I support you and your channel on YouTube, which had 10 likes. So, I think people are also starting to catch on to the whole Derek Aldrich stick. I don't know how to talk. He may know something that we don't. This person says, how sweet of you, Skittles. Smiling emoji, onion emoji, porcupine, hedgehog. You're probably one of the most underrated channels I've ever watched, OMG. I'm starting to watch your videos too much to the point where I'm rewatching them.
Oh, stop. Oh, stop. You make me feel so warm inside.
Let's see what else we got. Yo, this kind of fruity. Fruity? You're not alone. A lot of people think that I am fruity. Make a video about your belly button and what you can do with it. Can't really do much besides hold coins. Oh! Wasn't that so erotic how they all just poured out of me? How are you doing today? And how old are you? And keep working out. You look good.
Baby, give me that, and let me give you that. Running her hands through my fro, bouncing on.
Anyway, so that was quite enjoyable and fun. Let's do it again sometime. So, I don't know, maybe if you want to be featured in a video, maybe if you wanted to comment, you can leave a little comment and I might consider putting you in a potential part 3 in a couple of months. But I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I hope everyone learned something. Okay, bye.